praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Bahasham, Hakwadash.
double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us all this truth and who will teach well. And Shalom to all the Achim in his truth and sincerity.
Con.
Starting with the 144,000 and the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, which we are fighting to be a part of, on the brother Chabari Call.
On the brother Zakaria.
And we're just a couple young brothers out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. And excuse me, my allergies, but we're just gonna do this quick lesson going into this video I just saw on Instagram the other day. And this is something that brothers have brought out earlier in 2026. I believe also in 2025, but when Trump brought out the Genius Act, so this isn't new, but it's still relevant, so I'm gonna play it right now. I'm gonna turn it up too.
Con.
Oh, it's not gonna be able to pick up because how that should be quiet.
Con.
I
mean, you could probably just explain the video then.
Okay. Well, basically, matter of fact, I'll do this. I'll look it up on ChatGPT. Because that's what the video was going into on the Genius Act.
It's like I should have got the video myself.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I should have sent it to you.
Yeah, but it's all good.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna just do this.
It was one set.
Alright, Genius Act. Briefly explain. Alright. This is the Genius Act is a proposed U.S. law focused on regulating stable coins, crypto tied to the dollar. What's crypto? That's digital. All right. That's why they created the CBDCs. Central bank digital currency.
Right.
That's the whole new system that the Esau Edom, which Esau is the so-called white race. They're the wicked that the Bible speaks of. That's the system that they're building. All right. That the Internet of Things. You got something to add?
Yeah, because the dollar's losing its value.
Right.
As we speak. That's why these gas prices is spiking on up. And certain values is increasing, especially over here in Babylon the Great, aka America, because that was already prophesied as far as a part of the judgment on this place, man. Because this place has got to fall. It's going to start economically. It's going to start, in other various things. And the next thing you know, man, this place is going to get blown up into smithereens.
That's right.
The Lord's not playing. And that's the seriousness of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah. What you got it, brother?
Right. I'm going to continue on. It says, in short, requires stable coins to be backed 1-to-1 ratio with real assets like cash or treasures. All right. Which really, in this new system is really not going to be backed by anything. It's going to be completely digital. Just like the dollar isn't backed by anything.
Right.
It's really going to be backed by slave labor. They're trying to make everybody slaves. So I'm gonna continue on. Oh, you got anything?
But the Lord is gonna destroy this place. He's gonna end all this chaos, man. Right. Because Esau he has a a certain motive that he goes by. Order out of chaos.
Yep.
And he's trying to brand everybody. But according to prophecy, everybody's not gonna get branded. And who is that number? The elect. So yeah, man, he knows that he has but a short time.
If I could add to you too, you mentioned order out of chaos. This devil is he's trying to make it harder and harder for people to live. It's becoming almost impossible for so-called Gen X or Gen Z, whatever it is, like 20-year-olds to get houses and stuff.
Yeah.
They're making it almost impossible to live, and that's why that guy in California, he burned down that warehouse. I don't know if you saw that, but he was basically like, this is what happens when you don't give us enough money to live.
Yeah,
he burned down the whole warehouse. That's just like the beginning. That's gonna happen more and more. Yahweh Shai said, I'm come to send fire, and what will I if it be already kindled? That means it's gonna be a lot more fire, prophetically speaking, before that nuclear fire, which is gonna destroy Babylon the Great. Continuing on. It says forces issuers to prove reserves regularly, transparency, sets rules for who can issue them, licensed banks, approved firms. It says aims to protect users and prevent collapses / fraud. All right.
And that's his main goal.
Right.
You know, what they're trying to push? Cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Cyber attacks.
Yep.
You know, we in this whole new digital system.
Data centers.
Yeah, so they're gonna create some type of scenario, or they're gonna create some type of information to persuade the mass of the people to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And it's all gonna lead up to the MOTB.
Right.
Okay? And I got something for you, bro.
Come.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 1. And it reads, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him." Verse 2, "that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that day of Hamashiach is at hand." Yeah, and there's a reason why we're seeing all these things starting to become manifest, and it is manifest. It's popping off left and right.
Yeah.
Okay, everything that was written aforetime was written for our understanding, our learning, and our getting. And through our understanding and our getting, we understand that these things are coming to pass. The scripture talks about rumors of wars and actual war.
Yeah.
And World War III, okay? Armageddon, however you want to put it. Okay, this is all in the scriptures, man. A war in heaven. We're going to soon see that.
Right.
All right? There's been one war has passed, 2 more wars come after. Everything else has already been prescribed, man. Because we're living in these times. You want to say something?
Salakia, I wanted to add to what you just said, because you said, we're seeing all these things, including the MOTB. This is just like the 2nd Ezra 9 and verse 4. It says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High, which his name is Yahweh in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai." All right, and you got to call on those names to be saved if you're an Israelite. It says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." So everything that we're going into, the MOTB, the mark of what, all right, digital currency, this is all in the scriptures, all right. We're gonna get to that too, Revelation 13 and 16.
Yeah,
all right. But I'm gonna read one more verse. It says, "For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest." So we see the end. All of these things is not just a coincidence that we're out there teaching, while simultaneously World War III is brewing. While simultaneously there's uproars of the people, earthquakes, so on and so forth. All right. This isn't all just a coincidence. This is the end being manifested.
All right.
You got it.
This is straight from the scriptures, man.
And
the brother is spot on what he was explaining. Okay, the Lord is not playing no games with anybody. The time is up, and Esau he knows that. The prophecies are speaking loud and clear, and for those who know, will understand these certain factors. It's already prophesied. You got it, brother. You want me to finish?
Oh yeah, you got it. But I was gonna make a quick point.
Oh yeah, you got it.
What you just said. Amos 3 and 7. He reveals his secrets to his servants, the prophets.
Yeah,
it's manifested, but there's only a certain number of men who are gonna point it out and be like, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the scriptures and break it down. You got it.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and chapter 2 and verse 2, and it reads that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that day of Hamashiach is at hand. And we clearly see these things coming to pass. Verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. And this is concerning, this is speaking towards 70 AD.
Yeah.
And that was our falling away first. Just do a simple research on what happened during 70 AD, and then you can actually back that up with the scriptures, man. And then ever since, we've been scattered, and through that scattering process, we've been scattered through perpetual hatred, because the enemy has always pursued us, even to this day. All right, and it says and that man of sin be revealed, which is Esau Edom, which is the main enemy of everybody's story. I'll always mention that part, man.
Right.
Okay, and he identifies himself as a so-called white man, but his true identity is Esau Edom, according to Genesis 25th chapter.
Right.
Continuing on, it says the son of perdition. When you go into this word perdition, it just means I think it's Apollios. I could be wrong. Let me see right quick.
Apollyon.
Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, you right.
Strong's G 684. Apolia.
Okay, Apolia. And it means destroying, utter destruction. A vessel. He's a vessel that was blessed with the sword for mass destruction, basically.
Right.
Okay, so simply, the word perdition means the son of destruction.
Right. And if I could add,
yeah.
Only one man fits that. You can't say. I mean, of course, there's other nations doing things that's destroying the earth, but who's leading it though?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the main ones? It's Esau Edom, the so-called white race.
Right, and that's why he's trying to push his agenda. And want me to go ahead and get straight to that revelation?
Well, I was holding it too. No, but you got it. Though.
Oh, okay, kind. Where you want me to start?
Just straight at the point.
Okay. Revelation 13 and verse. Give me 1 sec. In verse 16, and it reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great."
Now that he is talking about Esau Edom, the son of perdition. You know, this man is causing. He's gonna cause this to happen. Now, ultimately, it's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua controlling him, you know, on the left-hand side, but still, you know, he's using Esau Edom. You got it.
Kind. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right. That's all of society. That's from the top to the bottom. That's from prisoners to people, you know, in the office. You know, people in the that are high up in the system. That's from top to bottom. Everyone is going to be caused to get this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go into Revelation 3 and 10, it's known as the hour of temptation.
Right.
Because you're not going to be able to buy or sell. Matter of fact, continue on.
Kind. And it reads, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
That's why it's going to be the hour of temptation. You won't be able to go to the grocery store. You won't be able to make transactions, all right, without having that cryptocurrency, you know, that digital currency that Trump was talking, well, Salaki, I should have said Nero, that Nero was talking about, the Genius Act. You know, why do you think he's signing these things into action? Why do you think he's implementing these things? Because that's prophecy.
Yeah, that's prophecy.
Right? The Lord is using him. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So the Lord's using Trump to sign off on these things so they could bring in that new system already.
Right.
You got it.
Continuing on, and it reads, verse 18, here's
well, if I could say too, that's a physical thing. That's not spiritual. You know, I have to say that too.
It's not talking about embargo either.
Right. It's not talking about philosophy, you know, or if you believe this, you can't buy or sell with a belief. That's a physical thing. And it said in your right hand or in your forehead, that's a physical thing. You know, so, hey, but only the elect is going to believe it anyway. You know, you got it.
Right. Even a little kid knows, in order to buy some lollipops or a bag of chips, hey, can I get a couple of dollars? You know, there's stories with Jake. Always going to the grandmother, and the grandmother giving, Jake about $5.
Right.
Yeah, go buy you something. It's simple.
Right.
That kid knows to go to an actual store or the candy lady, whatever you at, man. You know, Jake in the hood be having candy ladies and shit.
Right.
Through. But hey, man, that's how it is. Even Jake knows what buy and sell means.
Right.
When people see that term, they try to make some type of fairy tale or some type of philosophy up, as if they don't know that this is a literal payment, but it's a digital payment. Why you think when you go to your Whole Foods, they actually have a actual hand symbol, It says wave your hand to make a payment, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's prophecy too, because it says, hey, there's gonna be false prophets, you know, false teachers, you know.
Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Right. So you know, that's pretty much the point. You know, we just wanted to touch on that. You know, the Genius Act. You know, again, you know, this has been brought out a lot of times, but you know, the spirit was just on me when I saw that video. Like the guy who posted that, he just posted that like yesterday.
Right.
So it kind of like reignited that, you know. So hey, Lord willing, it was edifying. These are the times we're in. You know, once again, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Shalom.
Shalom.